Hello folks out there in YouTube land. I just wanted to show you another Mendini by Cecilio violin that we've bought here. And this is for my daughter to learn how to play violin on. This is her very first instrument. But rather than just having a repeat of my previous review, which was the review and unboxing of the 1/10 scale, this is a 1/16, and I've already made the changes on it that I proposed making to the previous one, with the exception of I haven't added the cork to the underside of this piece of metal here, and I haven't added the cork underneath the sort of bridge of the chin rest, so it is touching the tailpiece. I haven't noticed any vibration, but it's an easy thing to do, so I might as well put that on. I could just sand the underside of the chin rest, and that way it won't come in contact with the tailpiece as well. But I'd have to say, once the strings were replaced, and once I've addressed the issue that I spoke about before with the spacing and the nut being too high, this works. This is a working instrument. She's learning on it. It doesn't have that strange problem that the other one had, where there was a kind of a ridge along the side of the neck. And as you can see, it looks great. Just to show you, this is a 16th scale, and this is a full size. So it really gives you a sense of how much smaller a 16th scale is. The body of the full size, some people call them 4/4, 4/4. That's not really how fractions work usually, but anyway. The body of the full size is about the full length of the 16th scale, so there really is quite a difference. And I will try to play this for you, but the fact is my hands are really not suited to the size of the instrument. This one was a little bit different in that it did not come with a shoulder rest, and the truth is we're probably better off without anyway. The shoulder rest was too thick. We're just using a sponge right now. This is one my daughter uses, and held on by elastics, as you can see. And also, these are not the original Cecilio strings. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but these are quite a bit thicker and better quality strings, and now we are able to play without changing the tone. So with the Cecilio strings, they're so thin that the tension has to be so low that when you play aggressively on any of the strings, the tone rose by a semitone or so it was impossible to really play it in tune. But now it's much better. So when we replaced the strings, we did use all dominants, and these are just the packages from those, and they ranged in price from about $18 to $20. So that's what you're looking at, 4 strings at about $20 each, so that's $80 in strings. And boy, I'm noticing a big difference. The sound of the G string is actually pretty great. It doesn't have a huge booming sound, but you get a lot of texture to it. One thing that surprised me when we had the new strings fitted for this instrument at the violin shop was that the original Cecilio strings were so thin that the A string could be tuned up to E. So before you buy all new strings, you might want to try just moving each string over and just buying the G string. I don't know if the quality would really be there, but honestly, for a beginner, you might be all right. Just comparing the bows here, well, I don't really need to introduce which is the Cecilio bow and which is the better bow that we bought. You can tell by the chatter marks and just weird shape, whereas on the nicer bow, boy, what a big difference. As always, thank you very much for watching. I hope this helps you with your quest for a small-scale violin for a new player.